3, and we're on our way to 10, okay? So I hope you can stay with me as long as possible. We are now up to fave number 3, and this is from Born as well. And anytime you see Born, anytime you see a Born shoe, know that it's got all of that same hand-sewn Opanka construction, because that's what really sets it apart from many other shoes that you wear, most of the other shoes that we wear. This is gonna be a really nice leather cross strap thong sandal, and it comes in black. Here it is in black. Here it is in brown. We've got it in gray. This gray is cool because it's so unexpected, and most of us don't have a gray sandal. We just don't. Okay, so that's the gray. This is nude, and this is really nice as well. This, you put it on, and it almost kind of disappears against your skin. And then lastly, we have it for you in blue. And like I said, with the red a little bit earlier, that even when you have one of the colors of shoes from Born, it's never gonna be bright and a vibrant, bright, loud color. Even this blue, you can see it's more on the dusty, muted, very denim color of blue here. But you've got flexibility in this flip-flop. You've got, look at all of this grip on the bottom. This is so great, especially if you're wearing this around the pool or going to the beach or around the deck, maybe on a boat or something like that, or even just out and about when you're on the ground and you don't want to feel every little pebble and rock on the ground. You've got all of that grip. And then, of course, you've got all of this great leather that Born vegetable dyes. These are all vegetable dyed. That's another reason why they're not super vibrant in terms of color, is because they are vegetable dyed, and they're dyed to look like this. But and you're gonna order these in sizes 6 to 11, whole sizes only. But when it comes to Born and their construction, they really do stand above the rest, because they use that signature Opanka hand stitching technique that allows for flexibility of the shoe. It moves, it's more comfortable. You've got a trampoline effect with, because it enables the shoe to conform and rebound with every step. You've got your commitment to comfort. It works with specialty padded footbeds and wide, roomy toe boxes to immerse your foot in comfort. And in this case, the toe box is a flip-flop. So you've got, it's gonna be your traditional flip-flop that goes through that center between your big toe and the next toe next to it. But even this part that goes between the toe is leather. And you don't have the seam of the leather rubbing against the skin between your toe. The seam of the leather is actually facing out instead of in. And let me show, I'm gonna show it to you in the gray, because I think it's easiest to see in the gray. This is the seam of where the leather comes together. But the seam is facing out. It's not rubbing against the skin on your toe, which means, and I'll turn it this way, can you see the inside? Totally smooth. Can you see underneath what's touching your skin on the top of your foot? Totally smooth. You even have goring effect right there, so that this is gonna give with you when you walk. I wish you could feel this leather. And if you have any Born shoes, you know how good this leather is. It's all, I don't know, have you ever worn shoes that were leather and they were so stiff, it was unbelievable? They were so stiff, you couldn't really believe that it was leather. Well, this, the way that Born treats the leather, and even the way that they dye it with the vegetable dye, it just makes it soft, comfortable. It feels good on your skin. I have some Born shoes at home that I am crazy about. I was just telling somebody earlier, I bought them maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I can't even remember now. But those shoes are gonna live with me forever. Like I said, I'll probably wear out before the shoes do, because they're so well made from the start. And I do recognize that for a thong sandal, these might be a little bit pricey. I do recognize that. You might be saying, well, I could go buy a thong for $20. Yeah, and you're gonna be buying that same thong every month and a half and spending that same $20, because a $20 thong is not made to last. It's made to be for now. This is made to last. And so, like I said, I do recognize it might be a little bit pricier than what we typically pay for in a thong, but this is made for your foot. This is made for the comfort of your foot. Look at that. This is made to walk. If you're wearing these when you're, and these are the only shoes that you wear, once the weather hits 80 degrees, these are the only things that you have on your feet. Well, they better be solid, You want them to be comfortable. You want them to be able to take care of your feet as you're wearing them, and they do. You can see that really great grip. You can see the flexibility that you have there, so you're not gonna be fighting against your shoe. What you can't see, let me see if I can, it's kind of right here on the inside. Do you see this padding? Do you see the stitching right there? That's your arch support. You've got padding and arch support at the same time. So here they are in gray, there's the nude, and then there's the blue. We will have a full